Travis Frederick is an all-world NFL player. He retired at 29 years old. Now, I think that's great for football, that he had a great career, doesn't have to sign a third contract, leaves. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, made a bunch of money. I'll get into that later. What does it mean for Dak? First of all, this guy's great. He's the best center in football. The last 2 years, the Cowboys' rankings with Travis Frederick, yards per play, number 1. When he's gone, 22nd. Sacks, second fewest allowed in the NFL. When he's gone, second most allowed. He is a rock star. And Dallas's O-line, we've said this for the last year, it's not a revelation, is getting old. Tyron Smith entered the league at 20. He's an old 29. Zach Martin is excellent. He's an older 29. It's starting to deteriorate. This is the first sign for a great guy who retired at the perfect time. This is what I've been saying about Dak Prescott. Teams in leagues with salary caps get bad fast when they sign good players, Dak Prescott, to great contracts.
What? What sense does that make? Hello everybody, it's me, Cowboy Legends for Life, coming back at you again with another video with my hopes that you like the last one. And I'm going to tell you right now, Colin Cowturd is earning his name more and more as the turd of commentators, man. Because he makes no sense whatsoever. You understand? I told you, people dislike him not because he's got money or he's famous. He talks nonsense half the time, and all the time he's always jumping on the Cowboys about this bullshit or that BS. You understand? And also, not only with that, he does the same thing to the Giants. He does the same thing to the Browns. But he's always kissing the ass of the damn Patriots and Tom Brady. Tom Brady's no angel, but he's still the greatest quarterback. He's still damn angel, but he's always kissing his ass. Somehow, others like such as golf and especially Carson Wentz can't do no wrong, no matter how much wrong they do. You understand? Let me make me prove my point to you. Okay? Good. Colin Cowherd somehow is trying to make the distinction and the argument that somehow the Dallas Cowboys offensive line is in dire, deep trouble right now. What's his basis of its argument? He says age differential. See, he says the thing about Travis Frederick. That's absolutely right. He is a rock star, a center of the NFL, one of the greatest centers of all time. He's probably the greatest center right now, though he's retired. And God bless him. Hopefully, he recovers from his illness and continue his life in a good manner and keep all his money, right? But the thing is that this guy is making the argument that the greatest center in football now is gone. He's only 29 years old. He's retired very early at 29. Don't worry, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, this and that. And that's right. I agree with that, you see, about Cowturd. However, though, he turns around and tries to make the distinction that the Cowboys' offensive line is getting old. We told you about this a couple of years ago because it's a difference because Dak Prescott, when Frederick sat out the season before, last year, he got sacked 56 times. And now this year, Frederick came back, he only got sacked 23 times, okay? Okay, that's a good point to make. However, he didn't mention a fact about 2018 season when not only did Frederick was out, Zach Martin was hurt the entire time, almost the entire season, right? Though he played well for the most time during the season. He didn't mention the fact that Connor Williams was hurt. He didn't mention that at all, too. And Connor Williams was a rookie who was just absolutely just getting dogged in near the entire season, replacing other offensive linemen who left. You understand? He didn't mention the fact that Ty Smith was hurt at all, nearly half the season or 1/3 of the season, about his injuries. Well, he's constantly having each year, at least missing like 4 games or more, even 5 games to 6 games each year. All right. In fact, that 2017 season, he was out a lot more than ever in that season. My point is that he didn't talk about the injuries to the entire line. Looney came in and replaced Frederick and did an admirable job, though he's not a Frederick. Of course he's not. But the thing is that he was injured, playing injured. Colin was injured these last 2 years. And not only that about Lyle Collins was playing out of position for a number of years before they put him in tackle where he belonged. Because it took him 2 years to get acclimated in tackle where they had him at left guard. You understand? So that was a little problem that came because we all know that Jason Garrett and that coaching staff has a bugaboo about taking players who they draft well in their position and then getting them on the team and playing them on another position, trying to get them doing something that they're not, being something that they're not. Just like we did Byron Jones, who left now. He became a great player at cornerback when he shouldn't have been a safety. They had him at safety for several years. You see what I'm saying? Same thing. But the thing about Frederick is that, yes, Frederick is retiring. He's retired. He's only 29. But all of a sudden, turns around and says, well, the rest of the offensive line is old. And they're getting old. The Cowboys in trouble. Dak Prescott's in trouble because of all this other BS, right? But here's the problem, everybody. Let me put on my glasses for a second. Okay? All right. Dallas Cowboys. Almost got the wrong one. Dallas Cowboys. Zach Martin, after Frederick now is retired, right? Zach Martin is 29. Tyrone Smith is still 29. Lyle Collins is 26. Joe Looney is 29. Okay? Connor Williams is 22, as well as Connor McGovern are 22. These are the guys who's being replaced. Going to replace one of these guys. Going to replace Frederick, right? One of these guys are, or whoever, maybe a rookie they get in draft this year. But this is a young offensive line, still young. So he's talking about how young Frederick retired at 29. It's going to be great that he did, but everybody else who's either 29 or younger, they old. Dak Prescott's in trouble. He's not going to do well because Frederick is gone. You understand? See how bullshit this is? It wasn't the fact that he did not count the entire damn offensive line in 2018 that was completely decimated in injuries and rookies that didn't do their job well. That's a fact. Now, hopefully, Colin Williams will do his job better this season. He did improve the next season, but got hurt and was out. All right? McGovern didn't even have a chance. He got hurt like the first game or during the OTAs, and you never saw him. So we're hoping that things turn around at that point. But these two rookies right here, basically 1 year veteran and rookie, doesn't really matter because they may not even turn out to be the starters. With this line here, it's going to be replacing. You're going to see Joe Looney's going to be replacing Frederick for a while until they can get somebody to do admirable work to fill in. The point is that this line is averaging, you might say, 27 years old. They're averaging between 27 and a half or 27 or 26 and a half years old. That's it. However, now, he didn't say anything about the damn Eagles. For instance, I'm going to mention him because I can't stand him. Okay, he didn't even mention anything about the damn Eagles front line, offensive line, and how old they are. And all he kept talking about, Carson Wentz's a Lamborghini, he's a Maserati, he don't have anybody to throw to, which is all a bullshit lie. You already heard me talk about that, about the Super Bowl team with receiving corps that he already had and couldn't do anything with, still can't. But here's the thing, though, his offensive line, with the first four who are still there, by the way, right? Lane Johnson's 29. Jason Kelsey's 32. Jason Peters is 38. And Brandon Brooks is 30. Almost 31 this August, okay? So, are they old? Are they old? Anybody mention the fact that Carson Wentz in trouble? What's they going to do? You know he had more drops than anybody, right? So far since he came into the league. You know he has more. He got interceptions up his wazoo. Yeah, he's got one less interception than Dak, but he's playing 8 less games than Dak too. So I don't care what the Colin Cowherd. I keep telling y'all, Cowherd is trash. He don't know what he's talking about. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about, right? You got an age differential of this or the Eagles who are like averaging about 33 years old. 33 and a half years old. Cowboys are 27 years old or 26 and a half years old average. And they're going to draft somebody to replace Frederick too and try to train him. So what are you talking about? The Eagles ain't let these players go. They're still there. How much bullshit is Colin Cowherd going to talk? Just don't listen to him, y'all. I do it for amusement and to prove him he's wrong. The man who's getting paid $6 million a year don't know what the fuck he's talking about, okay? Thank you.